Hi everyone, well I'm standing here holding a big bowl of citrus fruit to remind you that we really need our vitamin C as we come through our midlife years and into our post-menopause years. I've had lots of women join me on my January intake, my Transform Me Visible Results program, and I've just been making some videos for them, and what I'm going to be focusing them on is vitamin C. It's really important as part of our menopause transition and going into our post-menopause years that we start to think about the nutrients that our body needs. I'm always talking about lemons in our program and also oranges. And the reason I talk about them is because there's so much research now about the importance of vitamin C in women's health and aging research. Not only do we need it for collagen production to help our skin and to help our joints and our ligaments, but now researchers know that we need it for our nervous system as well. As we come through menopause, many of you struggle with depression, anxiety, brain fog. Yes, I've had that myself, and let alone all your joints as well. And what we need is we need to be thinking about the nutrients that our body is crying out for. And those nutrients, in terms of the lifestyle medicine evidence, those nutrients are vitamin C. And I'm just reaching down to show you vitamin C in health and disease. Really, really important. And it's something that I focus women on in my programs. It's amazing the fact that we need more vitamin C than we think, and that's because we're aging. In terms of how you get that vitamin C, it's up to you. Some of you might take supplements, but I really encourage women to have real foods such as oranges and lemons and kiwi fruit gold and all of those beautiful foods that are known to be high in vitamin C. It's a nutrient that crosses the blood-brain barrier, and our nervous system needs it. As we come through menopause, and because I've positioned menopause in the women's health and aging research, then what we know is that our adrenal glands, which is where our stress hormones are made, our adrenal glands are aging, and they kind of shrink a little bit in size. But as part of that aging process, our stress hormone cortisol increases, which is why many of you are feeling that you're more anxious, you've got a heart rate that's starting to speed up a bit, and maybe your blood pressure is going up, and maybe the brain fog and anxiety is creeping in as well. So one of the things that we need to really focus on is to think about how we can change our diet and get the nutrients that the body needs. And one of these nutrients is vitamin C. So we need to have ways to get that vitamin C into us and certainly have that absorbed through the gut microbiome. Thousands of women who join me on my programs have gut health problems, so they tend to find some high fiber foods really difficult at first until they turn around their gut health. So one of the things that I encourage women to do to get the vitamin C into them, particularly as they come through midlife, is just to do some good old-fashioned juicing. Now, I have a very fancy cold press juicer. I probably use that about every third day or so, and put in lots of beautiful foods into that. But the other thing I do is just make a very basic juice. This is oranges and lemon. I think there's some grapefruit in there as well. If you're on medication, you have to be careful of using grapefruit, so just make sure you talk to your pharmacist about that. But this is just a basic juice that I make just with my hand juicer, and I have one of those nearly every day. It is so important to understand the micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals that we need as we come through menopause. If you go into a health supplement shop and you start to look at all of the supplements that are marketed to us in menopause, they have a lot of those nutrients in them. They have ascorbic acid for vitamin C. They have many of the B vitamins. So we need to be thinking about, well, how can we get that in food as well. You know, I'm not against supplements at all. They're really, really helpful, and but we also need to have the right foods as we come through our midlife years and we go into post-menopause. So it doesn't matter what medications or supplements you're on. I hope that you can go and buy some beautiful oranges and lemons, get those into your fruit bowl, and make sure that you're increasing your vitamin C intake. You can have up to 2 grams a day of vitamin C. It is water soluble, so we excrete what we don't need. For those of you who are exercising, you definitely need vitamin C because you need it to help to build collagen. And for those of you who are perhaps suffering from long COVID and fatigue, you definitely need your vitamin C because it helps with your skin and your immune system, and your skin is your largest organ. It's changing as we get older, so make sure you get that vitamin C into you to really boost your immune system as well. No matter how busy you are, then just make 5 minutes a day to think about your vitamin C intake and get that into you. I'm Dr. Wendy Sweet from My Menopause Transformation. My PhD was on women's health and aging and the menopause transition. You can read more about me on the My Menopause Transformation website. And for those of you who are health practitioners and you're working with female clients, then have a look at my CPD course and my menopause weight loss coach course as well. And for the rest of you, have a look at Transform Me and Circuit Breaker. And if you want to get back into exercising again, then make sure you look at the program called Rebuild My Fitness. So that's all on the website. I hope that the year has started well for you, and I hope that you can really help your health as you get older and you can start to add more citrus to your diet.